clinic. This is graphic, folks, and what the grand jury says he did wasn't abortion. Prosecutors say he delivered healthy babies, then killed them with scissors. The grand jury calls his medical practice a criminal enterprise motivated by greed. Fox 29 Dave Trautweiser broke the story on Good Day and is live at Gosnell's clinic on Lancaster Avenue. Dave, some of the details in this case are almost hard to imagine.
Yeah, they are. I got to tell you, behind me is the doctor's now closed office, which was called a house of horrors today. Prosecutors all over this with a 300-page grand jury investigation here. I have been covering the crime beat here in Philadelphia for more than 2 decades. I've covered thousands of murder cases. This is one of the worst. I have to warn our viewers that what you're about to hear and see is not only graphic, but horrific. Overnight, 69-year-old Kermit Gosnell went from being called doctor to being called a murderer. A 300-page grand jury report accuses Gosnell of not running a clinic, but a prescription drug mill by day and an abortion mill by night. Gosnell is charged with murdering 1 patient and killing 7 babies during illegal late-term abortions.
In case after case, Dr. Gosnell and his assistants induced labor, forced the live birth of viable babies in the 6th, 7th, and 8th month of pregnancy, and then killed those babies by cutting into the back of their necks with scissors and severing their spinal cords.
Gosnell was arrested along with his wife and 8 others following an 11-month grand jury probe that uncovered hundreds of late-term abortions by Gosnell and his staff, saying Gosnell's motto was keep volume high, expenses low, and break the law. That was his competitive edge. Investigators described Gosnell's office when they raided it last February.
Bags and bottles holding aborted fetuses were scattered throughout the building. A row of jars containing severed feet lined a shelf. Untrained, unsupervised workers injected dangerous drugs into women undergoing illegal late-term abortions.
In the case of this refugee from Nepal, authorities say Gosnell committed 3rd-degree murder.
He caused the death of a 41-year-old recent immigrant, Karnamayor Mangor, by overdosing her with anesthetics, failing to render her appropriate emergency treatment, failing to timely notify emergency medical technicians, and then lying to them when they arrived.
The DA also says government health and licensing officials received repeated reports about Gosnell's dangerous practices for 20 years. No action was ever taken, even after agencies learned that women died during routine abortions under Gosnell's care. The Department of State licensed Gosnell. The Department of Health gave the stamp of approval to his clinic.
The actions, or rather inaction, of public agencies is exposed.
Now, the grand jury report said Gosnell made millions of dollars performing hundreds of illegal late-term abortions, but because he destroyed records, prosecutors cannot go after him on that. We are told that if you had cash, he would perform the abortion according to the grand jury report. If you were too young, it didn't matter. If you needed service right away, he offered same-day service, including Sundays.